Hi guys, and welcome back to the series Is It You? Is It Me? How to know who is the toxic one in your relationship. So today we want to talk about insecurity. So I went today to find out what insecurity means, and the thing that kept coming up is it is a feeling of not feeling good enough, especially in a relationship where you have a significant other. Insecurity can creep up a lot because there could be the pressure of other people, maybe making you feel like you're not good enough, meaning so you are with somebody and maybe they have a roving eye, maybe you feel they don't give you enough compliments, they don't notice you, they don't see you, they don't hear you. The theme that kept coming up was not feeling good enough, not feeling lovable, and that you will not find anybody better than the person you are with, which for some cases is a big lie. So how I relate to this is when I was in it was a first relationship. I was in college. I was with this person and I really wanted him to notice me, see me, and just really value me. So what I would do is I would go and buy things. I would go buy nice shoes, nice bags. And bearing in mind, I dressed very well back in college. I'd come to college, with the blazer, with the jeans, with the handbag. And, I used to love heels, and I still love heels. But then it was a thing that I used to do all the time. Like I'd want to come and wear my heels. So I would buy a lot of things, to make myself look good. I would have different types of hairstyles. I would be doing the most. And not, when I say the most, it wasn't outrageous, but it was a lot, so much so that I put myself into debt, doing all of this. And it even got to the point where I would go above and beyond so that I can get things for him, whether it be a PlayStation, it be us going out to eat. But I just really wanted to buy his love, attention and affection. And it's only looking back on the situation I realized how much I was really trying to prove my worth, prove my value, because really I didn't think he saw it and I never saw it in myself as well. A lot of insecurity, the root cause of it is a lack of self-love, and that could come from various things. That could come from when you was a kid, when you was a child, in your youth. It could be bullying, it could have been things your parents said to you, it could be things your siblings have done, it could have been trauma. It could be a range of things that make you not believe in yourself, value yourself, and see yourself as the person you truly are. So the tips I would give for you to start to believe and to see yourself is this. As I mentioned, find the root cause. So go back. I think I've heard this before. In order sometimes to go forward, you must go back. Like, let's look at it this way. If an archer wants to shoot an arrow, the first movement isn't forward, it's backwards. And sometimes you need to go back. You need to go back to the source. You need to go back to the beginning in order to propel, to move faster than you've ever moved before. So let's go back to the root. What is the root cause? What is that childhood trauma? What is that thing that somebody said to you? What was that incident that you was involved in that made you feel like you were less than? Sometimes if we go back and we look at the situation and we examine the root and we dig it up and we bring it up and we say, actually, this is the situation, the next thing I would suggest you do is forgive. So you forgive that person. You forgive that situation. Like, even if it's a situation where maybe the person wasn't even at fault, but what they said was hurtful. So it could have been your sister may have said something by accident, and yeah, they didn't intend to hurt you, but it still hurt. Forgive, because sometimes we are holding on to things that may be scarring to you, and it's causing you pain, and you're bleeding all over people. So when you've now come into a relationship, you're still bleeding, and you're bleeding all over this person, expecting them to put the band-aid on the situation, and they are not the band-aid. You have to go back and look at that situation and say, actually, I forgive whatever that thing may be. And forgiveness is a choice. The person doesn't have to deserve it. you forgive anyway. You forgive for your own healing. You forgive to move forward. The second thing I would say is do what makes you happy and what you feel makes you productive. And when I say that, what I mean by that is this: sometimes we just need to feel like we're productive, like we're doing something that's helping us to gain a better future for ourselves, things that will place us in a better position to accelerate, whether it be in family life, whether it be in careers, whether it be in anything you're doing voluntary. But look at those things that you love and put your all into it. I know for me, the thing that made me feel sad about myself is when I wasn't doing anything to better myself. And that can make you feel like, okay, what am I here doing on this earth? What do I need to do to make myself feel like I am worth it, that I have something to offer this earth? So do things, find out who you are, discover who you are. What do you like? What do you dislike? Because in finding out those things and finding out what you like, you're able to say, actually, I like spending time with me. I like when I do this with myself, go out shopping or whatever the case may be, but you're just being productive, or you're doing something that you may enjoy. My third is, if somebody's making you feel insecure, have a conversation with them. Talk to them and say to them, listen, when you say this to me, I don't like it. This is how it makes me feel. If you're in a relationship with someone, you should be able to tell them how you feel and how their words impact you. If they don't change and adapt or realize that their words can be impactful, those should be your red flags. And then that's when you say, okay, I need to go. So my final takeaway point for this section will be walk away. Be willing to walk away if you see that this person, even though I'm putting in the effort to love myself, change who I need to be, who I am, to be a better person, and they are not like running and catching up with me, leave them. Leave them. Just remember, you cannot change anyone. The only person you can change is yourself. Start working on yourself. Love yourself. Give everything that you feel needs to change to the Lord. And he will help you to change. He will help you, especially bringing up the things you didn't even remember was there. So trust the Lord, speak to people, start loving on yourself. And remember, be willing to walk away if you see somebody's not changing and somebody's not respecting you for who you are and all that you're called to be.